Jesus' mighty name. Now I would like you to listen. What we behave is controlled by what we see. What we behave is controlled by what we see. And you will know it by what is behaving. Now the eyes and character establishes destiny. The eyes and character. Don't worry about somebody who is trying to predict another destiny. The destiny is predicted from eyes and character. So you don't need a prophet to tell you about your future. Know your future from what you see and what you're behaving. How can God use a weak man and confused person to accomplish a great work? It's not possible. A prophet that didn't care about your eyes, didn't care about your character, is giving you prophecy. How many prophets? A lot of prophecy has failed. It keeps failing. When those who are prophesying ignores eyes and character. No two people see the same thing. Now, don't trust people very much until you know what they are saying. Don't trust people so much. You can know somebody's eyes. You can know somebody's eyes. It is possible for you to know what somebody is seeing, because he will behave what he's seeing. It is wrong for someone to say, what I'm behaving is not what I am. How? As we are praying here, I am constantly being influenced by what I see. Listen, it is what I see that doesn't allow me to be tired. Maybe someone didn't hear what I said. I said, right now as I'm talking now, you can hear energy in my voice. Why my voice has energy? It's because of what I see. Now listen, I know my enemies and they're very strong. And that is why, listen, because I know they are very strong, I can see that they are very strong. I must get strong continuously. You see, I don't need, I will know I will have problem if I try to manifest any weakness. Even when I'm alone, I know that the weakness for my life is a terrible risk. With the type of enemies I have, with the type of opposition that is associated with my life and core, even when I'm alone in my house, in my room, sometimes the boys will come there, and when they come, they will see that I'm on the knee. They hurry up and go out. What brought me on the knee are enemies. It's not you that asked me to kneel down when I was alone. I knelt down because of the magnitude of the enemy. Because my best position on prayer is kneeling down. It allows me to close my eyes. There is no way. There is no way I can manifest equal strength when my eyes are open than when if I close my eyes, I can do anything. It is when I close my eyes that I'm very, very violent. You know, I went to see Mama. I told the girl there, the one I see her, I said, listen, don't joke with Mama. That Mama you see there. Why should we pray for her? You see, Mama tells me, my WILD doesn't have limit. I'm a very wide person. Extremely wide. I can walk quietly I'm very wide. It is because I am very WILA. That is why I stand against it. I can stand against because I'm wide. One day, I told you one day, when I was still in Kano, one day Satan came to me. Satan came to me. And he wanted to terrify me. He wanted to terrify me. He started cutting his. He first of all used very big machete on his head. Boy, the thing broke. And blood started coming out. He hit his heart. Boy, blood started coming out. He hit his hand, cut everywhere. Blood started coming out. What he does when he do that, men start running away from him. Men, because of suicide, he started mutilating himself. And there are some he will cut himself, something that look like that white substance will come out before blood. And he discovered that I wasn't running. Why he was looking at me, I was looking at him. Then I started crying. I started inside. That is how I fight terrible war. Don't allow me to look at you and cry. I started crying. When I started crying, and vengeance, because vengeance makes me cry. That's why I sing so. It's not song. He's crying, I'm crying. Why he was looking at me? Blood started coming out of every opening in me. First of all, as he was looking at me, my eyes was filled with blood and started coming out. Suddenly my ear to ear burst. Suddenly my nose started dribbling blood. Suddenly my blood started coming out of my mouth. When he saw that I was changing into the image of blood, he ran away. Excuse me, I didn't cut myself. Don't play with the spirit. Don't play with the spirit. They have already killed him in violence. And yet he will still die in violence. Double. And he came in the order of God. The earth will crack. This earth you see doesn't have future. There are some part of my body that doesn't stop paining me. They are paining me now because of the wound I took from the cross. The cross you say I have, did it not come with wound? The wound on that cross is still on my body. Oh, you don't know? Huh? The wound that came with that cross is part of my body. Oh, you're saying that before they put the cross on me, that they remove the wound. It's impossible. I was born with that wound. So, for about 60 years, that Eloi, I've cried it for about 60 years. You want, and they plan to wound me more. And you say I should fear. How can that wound I'm passing through and the one I pass through lead to weakness? Prayer is just ordinary. The only time I cannot pray is when I exhaust the energy and then I collapse. And if I open my eyes, I'll start fighting. So when I am praying, I don't have any time, I don't have any chance to reserve any energy. I said, I don't. No, I don't consider it. I don't consider tiredness. I must not be tired. The only chance I have is to faint. So, have I said it before? I said I don't have chance to be tired. The only chance I have is to faint. And when I rise up, I start fighting. But is the prayer is going on? I said, I'm tired. Let me go and raise. From where? Okay. Okay, have you heard it before now? Have you heard that the man doesn't get tired? Huh? I don't get tired. I will only finish my energy. That is why now, I don't know whether it is you that I don't know whether it's your Idoka. There was one that I collapsed now. They took me in the car to go to international clinic to go for drip. By the time I got to the international clinic, I was already fine. I said, let's reverse. I've attended international clinic 2 times and turned. One I turned on the one I got to the gate to park, I was okay. Don't trust people after you have known what they see. If what somebody is seeing is not worthy to be trusted, you can't trust him. Now, there are people that see strength. There are people that see wisdom. Those that their first gift is wisdom, I don't trust them. Because of corruption. Those I trust are those who came with strength without wisdom. And then from strength they produce wisdom. Between the eyes of Solomon and Jesus in wisdom, in that type of wisdom, is that Solomon is already corrupt. It's already corrupt. 700 or 300 concubines, Queen of Sheba, is already corrupt. He can build the most magnificent temple in Israel. I don't intend to be like him. I don't need the eyes. I don't need his wisdom. I need wisdom. Only strength produce. And in case you don't like why the Messianism came to Igbos, is because God prefer wisdom that comes from strength than strength, than wisdom that, when wisdom corrupts, strength will be difficult. Because sometimes the original wisdom is mixed with craft. It is because of the type of wisdom of Solomon that reduces him to when you say 700 wives, it is life without strength. Without only a man that doesn't have strength can be promiscuous. If you have strength, you will allow a woman to wear influence in your thought. I said to do what? If you have strength, a woman will not wear influence because you are weak. When it's wearing influence your thought, would you know you are succumbing to it? Because you're tired. That is how they were weighing influence in the thought of Solomon. Until he married 700 wives. Is it not? When you hear marry, it means that those women conquered him. Women like conquering men. He said that pastor don't use allow her to raise. You see that he will start calling her. I said, go and sit down. They like that kind of story. Because they're already weak. Then promiscuity. Shame. If a man is not conquered, will he be thinking about a girl when prayer is going on? Your loins, your heart is very small. So your strength is in your lower abdomen. Those who their heart is very big and are hot, there is no strength in their loins. No, there is no strength. If a man doesn't have strength, the Lord will be doing it again. The strength has converted already. I said the strength has converted to the heart. But when he weighs down here, it affects thought. You start sending somebody text whether how did you break your fast? Did you need garden egg? Are you selling garden egg? Are you selling garden egg in this camp? Somebody. He said, I can order you garden egg. And these are things that close the road that lead to your father's house. This is evil. This is evil. Chirama the family. There are young men that God gave them virtue, gave them things, gave them power, gave them money. They wasted it in wrong direction. The wisdom I need. The wisdom I need is the wisdom of Calvary. The wisdom that makes a man die for others. Pour his heart, life out. You don't know why I'm strong. I will never have life. If I start praying now, I'll be terrible. When I called Ikejugu, I said the tribute is going on in the camp. This is a priority. Number one, Yahweh. The house of Yahweh should be number one to engineer. I said, tell engineer that I should pay more attention to the cathedral. Then after that, he should pay more attention to people's house. That if this one is not ready, I'm not tired of this one. That's my choice. I will never be angry with the engineer. for not making this house ready. The Kinchwood was here when he took me there. He said, Daddy, this is your gene. This is your study. I was enduring that thing. I look at myself, how? He doesn't know my heart. No, he doesn't know. I'm not, the Kinchwood is one of my best. The house is good for us. For at least then we can ask this is Onyisi the local sam. Don't say we do. I mean to bring honor to us. No, that is only, excuse me, that is only, just have that's only rubber there. Rubber there will just, it's added to the, Unonyis in the local sam, just that. You see, because of excuse me, I didn't buy it when I was 40. That is it now, but I've never gone to where there's agent thing. I've never gone to one, and I will never. What exercise am I doing? I'm soaked. I'm already soaked. And I soak every day. I soak in my house. I just wear boxers because my room is the only place I wear boxers. I said, ta. There is something I will not do. I will lie on the floor. I will go to my bed. I will kneel down and start shouting. And this I'm telling you lasts very long. All those deep things I preach, I get it as I pray. I get it as I pray. When God tells you what to see, He gives you destiny. And all the days of your life, you're here, you're young man, you want to get married. Don't care, don't trifle with what that girl has power to see in the first contact. That thing she see is her character. The eyes is an embodiment of the life. Someone write down. The eyes is the embodiment of the life. Only those that see success can succeed. Only those that see success can succeed. Only those that see success can succeed. After you have known what a young man sees, nothing is left. There are women that say, my son has not become this. My daughter has not become this. Did they care about what the girl sees? And they don't forget there are people that are not, if people don't have great character, what they see cannot be certain. I want to help somebody. I want to help somebody in something. Of that exploit is on produce 7 characters. The spirit of wisdom is a character spirit. It's not a prayer spirit. Can I say it again? I said the spirit of wisdom is a character spirit. The spirit of wisdom is a character spirit. The spirit of fear of God, power, they are all of the understanding, cancer, might. It's a character spirit. Henry, Deacon Henry, his junior sister. His junior sister now, you know Deacon Henry. Married a pastor, and one of the times she believes in. So one day she came to me and said she need a child. Her husband is a pastor with redeem. Because she believes. When you meet somebody who believes in your miracle, will not cease. I prayed she gave back to that boy. That's the boy used to come with. She was happy. So once in a while, she come to our meeting. So one Tuesday, she came. That day, I shared topics up to 25. When she came to my office, she said, Shepherd, I have never seen that kind of might in my life. I said, what might? He said, the energy that I made to stand in that water for 4 hours, teaching different headings of Bible, 25. He said that might is a messianic might a man shares with God. The lady was there shaking. By the time she was telling me this, the energy that I use in 4 hours has returned to me. So I told her, let's pray. The guy entered into trouble. Because to go was problem. What we started. Now might is an eyes. It's an inspiration. Am I talking about that lady? She's not with me. Excuse me. This thing you see me doing is 7 o'clock. Okay. Somebody will just be afraid. Sis. And you need to listen to me. I'll be like this till Friday night. And Friday is not here. I'll be like this day and night. Friday. And when I join the car that is going to Enugu, Saturday morning, I say, Cloud Saturday. Sprado Satis. When I enter the plane, I find the logo, I will say, nothing else. No distraction. You know, when they come, when you don't know what happened. Pastor Kevin is here now. When they come to take him from Enugu Airport, Aja, it's war. You see, because I fight almost literally inside the car. Because you see, you have to ride me like a horseman. That's the only way I can ride. What I mean by horseman, that vehicle will not have peace. I said the vehicle is, what are you doing? Overtake him, put on brake. I don't know how I develop it, but I don't turn. You know, I have conquered distraction. So if we are going, I don't look at the side. It's, what are you doing? Trailer is coming to overtake him, and I'm not the one driving. So people who are with me, they don't rest. They just pray to God to drop me. I said they put it in prayer that. Yes, when they drop me, they will thank God. Williams is laughing. I used to carry me. Williams. You know I like Williams and he knows how to try, but I'll be hitting him. I has already know that Obru Namoto that we forget peace in Lagos. You know when we were coming in December now last year, he was driving me. The Lord was trying to tell me. He said, "Remember that this year you're going to get to 60 years. Practice sleeping at the car." And Williams is a good driver. Trust him and sleep. I said, "Yes, Lord." He said, "Trust William and sleep." Then I said, "Yes, Lord." When the journey started, I forgot what God told me. You know, I will keep on asking. I say, "Why are we following this lane?" That's the trouble. Why did that vehicle overtake us? Why did they follow that? That is, I must be busy with it. I just open your eye to tell you that eyes is life. Eyes. Now, that 7 eyes produce horns from development, from character development. I said the eyes produce horns from character development. The best form of power is character power that eyes developed. That's why charismatism can't reign. Charismatism downplay character. It downplays it. And that is the doom of pastors. Charismatism downplay. They said they prayed and the cripple walked. So all that they care about is what God used them to do, which is not the real thing. What God used help them to do should be the crown that God put on the character to bring permanent, to crown a formation and then to bring a permanent destiny, a crown or a character. Then you will lose nothing. Excuse me, I have never seen where a man came down after his character is crowned. Isaiah chapter 61, 1-4, the Spirit of the Lord is upon me, is a crown on a character. And that is why Jesus rose. In the Messianic process, Word of God develop it until the crown comes on it. There is no achievement that is greater. Please. I said there is. Now, if you are in the process, remember that process does not worry about perfection, but you're moving. No. You cannot be perfect in the process, but you're moving. You can't be perfect in a process. You should be made. You should see. You are made. You are made. Your destiny is to be crowned at the other door. Outside the tank. You cannot be perfect here now. As you get close to that place, the more you approach perfection. But you have to know that you're going. If you move from here to here, there is something you Either you have to improve from here to here. When you turn back, you say, wow, you're happy. You have moved on. Moving on is not having a new car. It's becoming a new creature through character change. There is no devil on earth that diminishes valuable character. And that's what Nigerian pastors lack. And that is what is destroying the church. You borrowed money from a church member. You have not paid. And then you borrowed money from a sister. And then that man told his wife that you owe him. And his wife is a friend of the other woman you borrowed money from. How can you succeed? Pain. Somebody will say, that pastor is a wonderful pastor, but they should borrow money. God has to help him. Now, that thing I say God should help him is prayer. Say, God have to help that. God have to help that pastor. But if you use to borrow from 5, you can reduce to 2 after this program. And then you'll be managing to see how you can stop the remaining 2. No, not even hold you up to stop 2. Stop 1 after like 3 months. So that change is difficult. So don't kill yourself. When somebody said, why that this is your borrowing money, tell him to put it in prayer for you. Now, don't attack somebody when he tries to help you. This camp doesn't need money to develop. As per the first thing, you need principles, character. I told you that from intercession's room to where we are building to live at the house is 4 families. I told you the story of how I was cutting the okwa of Peter Rock. The only way I can cut the okwa without telling him is character. When he came and said, Sheba, are you the one cutting? I said, yes. Because I was there. He's not really a man of God. No, it's not a man of God that he respected. I said, it's not. No, it's not man of God. Something touched me. Something touched me. And where I saw this vision was 19 years ago when me and you drove to Casina. Drove to Casina for a program. I was in a Casina room. I was in Casina Hotel. God opened the head of one local army pastor for me and told me that I should look into the head of that pastor. There are so many people here that has opened their head for me already. When he sees that I'm trying to trust somebody the way that person is not, he opens a head for me. And that's my thought sharing. Produced from the soul of a family. That's what I'm sharing on. That story I'm sharing now is from that topic. Produced from the soul of a particular family. The Lord said, look at that head. I look at it. He looked at me, he said, you see that head the way it is? I said, yes. He said, you like telling people about immortality and so way? I said, yes. He said, that head will never be so way. So I said, what happened? He said, background. He brought him into the family. He said, a head produced from this soul, from the state of this soul. Cannot be this thing you want. So he asked me, he said, what will you use to make this brain and mentality that has infirmity? So where? The problem is not from that pastor. The problem is from the soul of the family that produce. The soul of the family that produce him. The corruption of the soul. Now, when you hear corruption, please listen to this. When you hear corruption, you're not talking about something that is corrupt. It's something that has a nature. This season require lion nature. But you came from a family that can produce lion. Some souls or families can't produce lions. And you want to be part of a lion ministry. That is already corruption.